I call Gambit. All right, all right, all right.
This is Gambit.
Woo! Yeah!
We gotta take it to the next level, you know?
I'm in love with the new Void Warlock.
An all-new hybrid game mode for Destiny 2 Forsaken. It's team PvE with some PvP.
You got a huge...
That's your gamble. And it can reap killer rewards. Destroy the primeval.
Yeah, and it's gonna break the game, and I think that's amazing, yeah. You know?
We also wanted a new weapon type that felt meaningful, so we came up with a bow and arrow, which seems kind of...
You got a huge
bow and arrow.
We gotta take it to the next level, you know?
We've been having great games with
bow and arrows, but when you use it, you feel like godlike.
We gotta take it to the next level, you know?
It is utilitarian, it's fantastical, it's also sci-fi.
So we have a short-range bow, we have a medium-range bow, we have a long-range bow. Short-range bow, we have a medium-range bow, we have a long-range bow. Short-range bow, we have a medium-range bow, we have a long-range bow.
We came up with a bow and arrow, which seems kind of crazy, but when you use it, you feel like godlike. Like I could have a title floating over my name that says that I'm a god or whatever. Feel like godlike.
That's a nice machine gun you got there, buddy, but and then it's done. Right, and then it's done.
You feel like godlike.
The new weapon system.
Why not 3 shotgun, right?
It's a thing that can help you.
Had a baby.
If they were like bow and arrows.
Or the twin. Yeah, that's actually more accurate.
Yeah, they like feel like godlike.
You had twins.
Yeah,
and then
for my name that says that I'm a god or whatever. Not me. Bow and arrows. Yeah,
and then you had twins.
Yeah.
And you took those twins and you just
bow and arrow.
You put them on the doorstep of Peter Jackson, raised them as his own, and then that's the
bow and arrow.
It is magical and weird and mysterious.
It's designed to be
a bow and arrow.
Players want their investment in Destiny to matter.
We knew we wanted to do something for the
bow and arrow. It's a thing that can help you drive like, hey, I want to do that. And if I do those things, I can get a bow and arrow.
We wanted Forsaken to
feel like godlike.
Dialed it too high.
Making a game that we can all love. That is the goal. That's what we're gonna constantly be pushing towards, always.
So, did you guys hear the news lately? Bow and arrows, Gambit, oh, and Cayde died. Boom, bam, right there, bang, he's gone. I mean, here was my reaction in text right when that bad boy released. I was shocked. And the thing is, I don't think he's really gone. I mean, I made a video over this way back in the day, so this isn't really surprising me whatsoever. If you guys haven't seen that video, as you can see, it was quite some time ago, 7 months ago or so. Yeah, some audio files were leaked. If you guys haven't heard those, I'll go ahead and quickly play some of them just to catch you guys up on them. Here they are.
Cayde's death is upon us. What will you do with that knowledge, I wonder?
He wasn't aligned with our greater goals, but Cayde was a friend and an ally. He will be missed. He wasn't leadership material, but Cayde was a good man, machine or otherwise.
Simulations predicted Cayde's departure, but not what came after.
Holy guacamole, right? It's actually happening. Cayde's dead. In my opinion, it's a good thing because he isn't really dead. As you guys may know, he is Cayde 6 right now. 6, yes. Yeah, I mean, obviously you guys know that. But what I'm trying to get at here is his memory has been wiped 6 different times. It's the reason why he doesn't remember his son, Ace, which I'll get into that a little bit further into this video. In case you guys don't know, yes, he has a son. He was once human. And what I'm almost certain is going to happen is obviously we're going to have a story directed around Cayde's death, as you guys heard. Oh my god. My dog was thirsty. As you guys heard though, those audio files were about Cayde's death. So we're going to have a story about this. And at the end of the trailer, some of you guys are like, well, duh, I mean, come on, he died. Obviously it's going to be stated. But I don't know if you guys saw this at the end, he was being carried out by someone. So theoretically, I think he's going to be constructed into Cayde 7, and I'll get more into that in this video. First, I wanted to show you guys something that I believe you guys will find pretty interesting. As some of you guys may know, Destiny was scrapped and had to be redone before the launch because a certain developer or developers, I don't remember which, ended up quitting. And one of them helped with the story. And let's just say that was also removed when they ended up quitting out. I don't know exactly why they quit, but they did. And there was supposed to be more to come with Destiny. For example, the reason why I'm even going over this, here is Prince Aldrin encountering a Guardian on Earth.
Why don't you put that down so we can talk?
Out here in the wild, this is how we talk.
So this was already supposed to happen. And I have a feeling we are going to encounter Prince Aldrin on Earth like we just seen here in this cinematic. This was shown at a press conference at E3 in 2013. Pretty interesting, I have to say. I'm actually happy they're adding this into Destiny 2 because this helps the story unfold more. Now, as far as Cayde 6 actually being dead and we're not going to be able to save him, I don't really think it's going to happen. The reason why is because he is loved by a lot of the community and he is a main character. Bungie would end up getting a lot of hateful comments from their fans seeing that their favorite character has officially died off from the game. I mean, because I know for a fact a lot of people love Cayde due to his sense of humor and the guy who gives off the comedic relief out of the group. But I think Bungie is playing it smart. They knew a lot of people was connected with Cayde, so they decided to add in this little plot twist here, except enhance it a little more where he's actually targeting Cayde to get more people back on board to see what actually happens. Is Cayde going to die or is he going to be saved? I believe, I can't say I'm 100% sure though, that he is going to be saved. Bungie has to realize how many people are hooked on Cayde, and that's what they're doing to real players back into the game. And not to mention, with the crisis that they are in, if they let their fans down again with this Forsaken DLC, cutting off a lot of fans' favorite character out of the game completely, they would just completely lose it. It would not look good for them whatsoever. So no, they are not going to completely cut off the main character. We're going to be somehow saving him. Now I know he's dead currently, but once again, Exos can be reconstructed. For instance, Banshee 44, the gunsmith, has had its memory wiped 44 different times. So, I mean, Cayde hasn't really had his memory wiped that many times. So I have a feeling we're going to be seeing Cayde 7. We just got to get Cayde over to the Brays, I have a feeling, because after all, Clovis Bray was the first to turn Cayde into an Exo when he was once a human soldier. So I have a feeling this DLC is going to unfold more of the story with the Brays, also, you know, with the Awoken, of course, too, and not to mention the Exos. We are going to end up learning more about them. It's going to shock a lot of players that didn't know the numbers after their names meant how many times they have had their memory wiped. Now, this brings me into the subject, actually, of Cayde's son, Ace. It's pretty freaking sad, I'm not going to lie. You can actually get these letter fragments out of his treasure missions. They can contain these letter fragments that give a little backstory to Cayde. I don't know if you guys have spent any time reading these, but in this, it actually tells some pretty sad things, and also that he has a son, and he goes by Ace. I'm going to go ahead and read these letter fragments that you can get from the chest out loud to you guys, just to fill you guys in some more. Some of you guys may already know this, but maybe didn't remember all the details or something. I mean, you can choose to skip this part if you want. Alright, so here's the first one. So there you have it, Ace. That's why I did what I did. I had no choice, really. It was that or the great beyond. Just know your dad did what he had to do. If I ever wanted to see you and your mother again, you probably won't recognize me since I'll be, well, a robot and all. But I'll find you, I promise. From the Journals of Cayde 6. So that's the first one. And what would be amazing is if we do run into Ace in the Forsaken DLC. Maybe his son is like the replacement for one of the main characters, if you know what I'm saying. If Cayde does get permanently wiped. I don't know, let me know what you guys think about that. So here's the next one. I should have paid more attention to you, Ikora. My brain usually checks out when the words have more than 3 syllables. Who would have known you can't shoot your way out of a Vex teleporter? When I get out of this mess, would you say you lay some Vex schooling on me? Okay, so the next one says, here's the skinny, Ace. Never trust the Awoken. The Reef type. Now this kind of starts to blow my mind here because it makes me think about the Forsaken DLC. After all, part of it is going to be based around the Awoken. Anyways, it goes on and says, the ones back on Earth, they are okay. But if you ever find yourself washed up in the Reef, keep your distance. They play by a whole other set of rules, like they want to be untrusted. And whatever you do, do not stare into their eyes. Alright, so this next one is really interesting. Here's the truth, Ace. I don't remember you. Found your name in a journal I had on me when my ghost rezzed me. I guess I used to write to you, and I kept doing it. Even though you are long dead, if you ever really existed, just liked having someone to write to, I guess. So there you have it. Now you'll never guess what happened today, Ace. It's pretty sad, like, he's talking to his son, and it would be just a crazy, crazy story if his son ended up still being alive somehow. I mean, after all, Cayde is alive somehow. He's an Exo. I mean, the odds would be slim, but definitely amazing, especially for parents that play with their children out there. Also, by the way, I don't know if you guys knew this, but the Ace of Spades Basically, to Cayde, that means son of mine. I mean, if you guys think about it, after all, his son is nicknamed Ace. I mean, I've known that Cayde used card symbols for labels for quite some time. We learned this back in Destiny 1. I'm sure a lot of you that have played Destiny 1 knew about this secret as well. But just in case, for the ones that haven't seen this, I'm going to go ahead and play this back for you guys. If you went to the Cayde stash mission in Destiny 1, you could find this secret vent that you could destroy, which I wish Destiny 2 had a lot of this around in their game. It would be so cool to find this kind of stuff. Who knows, maybe they will in this Forsaken DLC. But anyways, I'm going to let you guys listen in to what is said once you get inside this vent here.
Hey, you found one of my secret rooms. Good times. Help yourself to the glimmer, but leave the exotics for me. When I get out of this tower...
Unfortunately, there was no exotics to be found, but we did end up learning a little bit more about Cayde with these card symbols. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys listen into this.
There's nothing in here but fallen caches.
They took my loot? It's like there's no rules.
A jack of spades?
Yeah, I had a whole system to keep track of things. The royal cards stood for weapons. Spades meant hake, clubs for Crux Lomar, diamonds for Amalon, and hearts... well, hearts were for this girl I knew.
What was her name?
Don't you have a stealth drive to find?
But there you guys have it, everybody. This took quite some time to put together. Hopefully you guys ended up enjoying this and maybe learned something new out of it. If you did end up enjoying, maybe take a little bit of your time and leave a like. That'd be greatly appreciated. Until next time, though, peace.